What's good, man? It's your boy Big Dog Talk Sports. Want to do my quick review of Wrestle Mania Night 1. They started off with the World Heavyweight Championship match, Jey Uso versus Gunther. It wasn't a bad match in my opinion, but it wasn't a great match either. It was kind of average. I feel like the storytelling going to this match was kind of lackluster. Jey Uso, he won the match. And the thing about the World Heavyweight Championship, I get it. Cody Rhodes is number one guy. He's facing John Cena on night 2, the main event. But this is supposed to be a world championship. But it feels like a mid-level championship. It feels like an intercontinental championship or a U.S. title or something like that. And then they having this match, the opener for the show. It don't really help it, man. Then Jey Uso, his nickname is Main Event Jey Uso, which he developed a couple years ago. He won the Royal Rumble, and he's not even getting the main event slot at WrestleMania for his world title shot. It's kind of poor booking in my opinion, but I guess they had to do this for the CM Punk thing, which I'll discuss a little bit later. Jey Uso won the match against Gunther. I hate to say it, but the moment was kind of forgettable. Not only because the build-up to this match wasn't really done well, the match itself it was nothing great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great neither. And, and it was the opener. So it's not like, you left the match finish, the show ended, and you see Jay celebrating. It kind of was forgettable, man. They're treating the World Heavyweight title like a mid-level title, in my opinion. And hopefully, they book it better for Jey Uso, man. But it was an average match, in my opinion. But, shout out to Jey Uso, man. Seeing him and his brother, start as a tag team and see him build his way up to a main event wrestler. Well, he should be a main event wrestler. He is, but he's not. But to see him become a world champion, it's amazing to see his development over the years, over 10 years. Shout out to Jey Uso, Gunther, a great champion. I just wish this build-up was better. Next match I want to talk about, and I may not be necessarily doing this in order, y'all, but just let me rock. You had Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is regarded as the greatest women's wrestler of all time. Tiffany Stratton is looking like she could be the future Charlotte Flair. They had real life heat. Everybody talked about that promo Tiffany Stratton did. We was hoping it was going to lead to a great match. Some people liked it. I'm not going to say I necessarily disliked it, but I was disappointed. I kind of disliked it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hate it, but I disliked it a little bit. I felt like there were some points in the match where Charlotte couldn't remember, certain things she needed to do at certain points. There was some botches. I was hoping for a little more. And, Tiffany Stratton won. I felt like that's what should have happened. So that did happen. I just felt like the match could have been much better. It was an average match at best. It was nothing great. But, shout out to them for performing. Tiffany Stratton, she won. The next match I want to talk about is the U.S. Championship match between Jacob Fatu versus the champion LA Knight. This is one of the top 3 matches of the night. It was an incredible match. Fatu got over. He's the new U.S. champion. I think he's going to be a big-time star in the WWE. He's already a big-time star, but I think he's going to get a big main event push when the time comes. One of my favorite moments of the night was a reversal by LA Knight when he caught Jacob Fatu jumping off the ropes. He caught him with the BFT, a.k.a. the blunt force trauma. That was one of the biggest moments of the night. This was a top 3 match of the night, probably the second best in my opinion. But yeah, man, that was a great match. That was a highlight for night 1. All right, next match I want to talk about. This was personally for me the best match of the night. I know it's controversial. People going to say the main event, and I'm not mad at that. I understand it, but this was match of the night to me. Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and I explained my reasons for the main event for me why it wasn't match of the night. To me, this was match of the night. I thought like it was the best match of of the 7 matches on the card. Jade Cargill has improved a lot with her in-ring skills. The storyline, was pretty good. I like the storyline, and I believe it's not over yet. I know WrestleMania normally ends storylines, but I think this is just the beginning. Bianca Belair will be back in it, and we're gonna see more good story writing with this. I hope so. Naomi is a great heel right now. I mean, I ain't gonna say she's looking like a great heel right now. It's still just started, but she's doing a great job as a heel. Jade Cargill has improved a whole lot, since she's been in the WWE compared to when she was in AEW. They put on a show. Cargill had a reversal where she caught Naomi jumping off the ropes, and she caught her in a suplex position, and then she did like a variation of the Goldberg move, the jackhammer or something like that. Then that power bomb she did to Naomi at the end of the match before setting it up for the finish. It was a great match. It's not like a classic match. There was no classic matches on this night for me, but I feel like it was three damn good matches, and this was probably the best one in my opinion. Jade Cargill and Naomi, they both did their thing. Salute to both of them. And maybe Naomi will get a little more respect now. She's playing a different character. She's being healed. And she's rocking it, man. And Jade Cargill, like I said, again, she's improved as a wrestler. And I think she's about to get a big push to the top. She has star written all over her for sure. And I'm going to jump right to the main event. New Day, they beat the War Raiders, and for the World Tag Team titles. That match was in. The lead up to the match was in. El Grande Americano, he defeated Ray Phoenix. That was a cool little match, but, I didn't really care about that too much either. And it wasn't great matches at all, so I ain't going to really talk about it. But let's talk about the main event. We had Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman with him. The in-ring action was great. It was a great match. Top 3 matches of the night for sure. Some people say it was the number 1 match, and I'm fine with that. I think Jay versus Naomi was the better match. And for my reasons is because, I feel like there was like a forced triple threat. I'm one of the people who feel like a triple threat should only happen if there's like a title on the line. There was no belt on the line. Now, I know these 3 guys, they was all beefing with each other. The 3 main event caliber wrestlers, I get it. But I felt like Jey Uso and Gunther should have been the main event. It's the world championship. Or at least Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte. The Royal Rumble winners. But it is what it is. I get it. It's business. These are 3 biggest stars. And it was the ending was predictable. I didn't know how they was going to do it, but I knew Paul Heyman was going to turn and join Seth Rollins. It was predictable for me, but I still enjoyed the match. But I guess the predictability of it kind of lowers it a little bit. It's not the number 1 match for me of the night, but it was a great match, like for in-ring action for sure. And, it was a solid main event. But the show overall, overall, I give it a 2.5 out of 5, man. This is supposed to be WrestleMania. So you're supposed to have, high expectations. And I feel like it didn't reach the bar for me overall. Hopefully night 2 is a lot better. But salute to all the performers, man. They put their bodies on the line. Really, they put their lives on the line to perform for us. So I don't want to clown them too bad, or nothing like that. But I think 2.5 out of 5 for night 1. Y'all tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Who y'all believe had the best match? Who y'all believe was the MVP of night 1? And that's it, man. I'm out. Salute to everybody. Subscribe to the channel. I mainly talk basketball and football on here. But I'm trying to do some wrestling pay-per-views too, man. And I talk a little boxing as well. But salute to everybody, man. Happy Easter to all those that celebrate. And night 2 is the night. I'm out, man.